Okay. Okay, we've started recording. So yesterday we stopped at I think we've done this project, we've done this question. Okay, let's start with question number 6 today. After question number 6 and 7, I will quickly go to the Excel to just also show us how to use Excel, which is the computer application for the course. Basically, Excel is the software of is the default software for all these economic calculations. A software system can coordinate your facilities compressed air system. In other words, this company is having issue with their compressed air systems. So as an energy auditor, after doing your audits, you find out that the area where energy can be saved, or one of the energy intense equipment is the compressed air system. So you came up with a software that will regulate the the system, and this software is expected to cost $14,000 to purchase. That's the investment cost, and is expected to save $2,300 every year for 8 years. However, the software requires a license that will cost $700 per year. And the company requires at least, in other words, the company is borrowing money. Let me use that word. The company is borrowing money from a bank at the rate of 15% per annum. So the question then is, will you recommend this project? Because part of what we do in energy auditing is after doing your auditing, which will involve your either walkthrough audit or investment grade audit, after taking inventory of the high intensity energy usage, you will now come up with a recommendation. You come up with a recommendation to the company recommending what should be done. So the output of your energy auditing will end up in recommendation. And that is where the money, that's where the business comes in. When you recommend, you must recommend based on facts. You must recommend based on proof that this will work and that it will be financially beneficial. Nobody wants to waste his money. Nobody is playing ostrich. People want to put in their money where they know they can get something out of it. So this is how you come about your this recommendation. So you need to do some kind of economic analysis. You need to prove it to the layman. One of the things we say in energy auditing is that you're not talking to professionals like you. You're talking to top level management. You're talking to business people. So you must bring in your calculation into the terms that they will understand. So now, so let's start. So looking at this system, the first thing you ask yourself is, how are we going to approach it? What method are we going to use? For me, it's obvious that what we need to use is to use the net present value, because we're investing $14,000 now. It has some savings, but what will be the equivalent? We have to find the present value of the savings. I think that's how we're going to do this. So let's quickly go to our whiteboard. So somebody should help me with those terms now. So should we recommend? So initial investment costs is $14,000, and either I call it the initial investment cost, I will say the present cost or the cost of investment, whatever time you use. Costs is this. And then the savings in the monetary savings, okay? The savings you're going to get is in kilowatt per hour. Then you multiply by the existing electricity cost. That will give you the savings in naira. So the savings is 2,300. But it has an O&M, operation and maintenance cost, which comes in the form of license for the software, maybe to keep it away from virus or maybe to keep it up to date. This cost can also come in other forms. It could be accumulation or aggregation of the cost of your staff, cost of your gateman that will be guiding the plants, cost of cleaning the solar panel, if the solar panel. It could also be cost of diesel. Okay, aggregated over a year. You know, if you are buying 2,000 diesel in 1 month, it means 60,000. In 1 year, it means 720,000. So anyhow you come about it. So that will be another 700. So all we'll do is this savings now, the net savings is now 2,300 minus 700. That will give us 1,600. So that is the net savings that is coming in from the investment of $14,000. Okay, so you can see how some of these questions can be tricky. There could be other costs here, but when you look at all those costs, the first thing you ask yourself, you do your cash flow diagram and ask yourself if these costs are moving up or they are moving down. In other words, in cash flow, is it outward, negative, or inward? Is it inflow or outflow? Then you just do the plus or minus and then get a single figure, a single representative figure, and that is 1,600. So the next thing we do now is to write down our formulas. What are we looking for? We are looking for the present value, given the annual value. The present value of what? Of the savings. Looking for the present value of the savings. So you can do the mathematical calculation, which I showed us yesterday. If you can write down the formula, but we have an interest table that makes life easy for us. And after now, I'll quickly do it with Excel. Immediately do it with Excel, this one, so that we'll capture the Excel. Let me not do it. Let me not, there's no need for any protocol about it. So this will be equal to P over A, comma, the interest factor I, comma, and the number of years N. So our P will now be is now equal to, the savings is 1,600 multiplied by, we'll go to our interest table. Can we go to our interest table now? What was the interest? We didn't put the interest here, sorry. The I is 15%, and the N is
8 years.
8 years. Thank you, sir. The N is 8 years.
So the factor is 4.487.
Okay, 4.487. Good, and that will give you what? Meanwhile, there's an interest table in our slide. The slide I sent you. At the end of it, there's an interest table. So at the end, so in the exam, that's how it also how they also do it. They will give you interest table in the maybe they'll give you 5 interest table, 12%, 10%, 5%, based on the question they're asking you. Whether you're writing certified energy exam, energy manager exam, certified energy auditor exam, PMP exam, or certified cost auditor, certified cost professional exam. So all these exams that involve economic terms, these are typical conventional questions that come. Okay, so let's go back. So where are we? What's the value, sir? What's the value?
1 minute.
Okay, okay.
That's 7,179.2.
Hold on.
Hey. No.
7,179. Okay.
7,000.
So you can see that the savings of 1,600 over 8 years will only amount to 7,172. But the investment they ask us to invest is 14,000. And what you are getting, if the project is to, if all the income is to be, is referenced today, if I'm to get all the income to as of today, over 8 years, if you have to bring it today, it will only amount to 7,179. So the question is that a worthwhile investment? Go to the chat box and tell me yes or no. Don't unmute, please. Just go to the chat box. Let me hear from us. Go to the chat box and said whether the investment is worth it or not, whether the client should buy into that investment, or whether you as the energy auditor have done a good job by proposing a project that will cost 14,000 and will only gain 7,000 after 7 years. So that is to tell you, because if you are doing it, I are doing it to a management staff that knows this thing, which I also believe they will know. They will just laugh at you and tell you just get away with that. So all you need to do is to probably begin to increase the number of years, but then you need to prove it. You need to prove it that the battery will last for more than 8 years, or that the turbine or the solar panel will last more than 8 years, or that you have a bank, probably not in Nigeria, a bank in Germany that will loan you money at say 2.5% or 1.5%, or a Chinese that will loan you at 5%, whatever. So that is that. So let me quickly just demonstrate this in Excel and also show you how you do this in Excel. Okay. So in Excel, I've already prepared 2 Excel sheets for that. Thank you, Jibril. So the idea is this: what I want to do in this training, I don't want to follow traditional method. I just want to show you terms how to use Excel, so that when I come up with the Excel sheet I sent to us, this Excel sheet, when I come up with this the Excel sheet I just sent to us now, you will know you are not lost. You will be on the same page with me as per how I got it. So let me just open.
Sir, before you proceed with regards to the Excel sheet, that we are using Android phone, how do we key in using the Excel, not using the laptop?
Well, I'm afraid your technology you are using will not allow you. Let me. I expected us to use.
Okay.
What you do is, since the thing is being recorded, you watch the video, you practice on your own. But for any training you are doing, I advise you don't use Android phone, unless it's a management. This is a technical course. It's cost and financial analysis. It will involve calculator. It will involve high-level technology. Okay. So so let me go to Excel. So everybody can open the Excel. Let me just do it on the same Excel sheet. Let me do it on the same Excel sheet. There's an Excel sheet I've sent to us, energy calculation template. And let me quickly also, I think I've uploaded it. Okay, I've uploaded in that hour. The link I sent to some of us. I'm going to send the link again on this. I'm going to send the link now to the chat box again. It's a Google link of all the materials for this training. Some of us already have it. For those who don't have it, I'll send you a link now.
Please, give me the Google link.
Yeah, okay, go to the chat box now. You get it now.
Oh my God. Lost.
I can hear you, sir. Engineer Kaite, go to the chat box.
Chat box.
It's there now. I've posted it there. So, gentlemen, the idea of Google Drive, please, if you have not used to Google Drive, this is the latest thing. Is when in the age of cloud, anything that we're doing now is cloud. People will give you documents and just post in the cloud. You go and pick it up. Nobody's using flash players these days. And besides, it's an online training, so you're not seeing me for me to copy it to you either on a hard disk or on a flash drive. So go to the Google Drive. I've sent it to all of some of us via email already. It's the same link. All I need to do is to update things there. I can copy new things and put there. So if you just refresh the link, you go back to the link, and that link will be there for life.
Okay.
It will be there for life. So any day you lose the information, just trace the link or you message me. Okay. So this is what we have done now. Somebody just joined us now. That was Emeka. I think you're the one that called me. Okay. So we are talking about this question. This is the question we are solving. Okay. Question number 6. A software company can coordinate the facility of a compressed air system. The software will cost 14,000 and is expected to save 2,300 each year for 8 years. The software requires a license of $700 per year. Your company requires at least 15% return on all projects. And I said that this 15% can be banking rate, can be interest rate, can be hurdle rates. It can come from kind of a rate of borrowing, okay? Or it can also be a function of inflation, okay? All of them is just to kind of it's adapting the time value of money, you know, factoring the time value of money in the project. And in solving it, we came about the investment cost is $14,000, the savings is 2,300, the operation and maintenance, which in this case is just like the licensing, is 700, the interest is 15%, in the number of years is 8%. Then because you didn't come yesterday, we had our interest table yesterday. With this interest table, it is easy for us to avoid all the rigorous mathematical calculation and just go to the interest table and pick the factor. And in this case, we are going to the interest of 15%. So you go to the chart where you have 15% interest. Where you have 15% interest. That should be page 22 or something like that. 15% interest. Good. So that's on.
When you say chart, you mean the interest table, the compound interest factors?
Yes, sir. Yes, that's it. The interest
Okay.
we always compound. We always say compound annually. Okay, that's a true representation, a true interest, a true representation of what you are owing. Okay, so we'll go to the interest table. We go to where we are looking for the P given the A. Am I right? We're trying to find the present worth of the savings. And the saving is coming in form of equal annual income. Okay, the thing is every year, how much are we saving? Even if you are saving something every day, every month, you can still aggregate it into yearly, which is when you're expected to pay back your bank, or you're expected to give shareholders account of your stewardship. So going to here, we are looking for P, and we are giving A. Under 8 years, and we got 4.487. That becomes the interest factor. So everything inside the box represents that. Please let's mute ourselves. Something. I'm getting echo. That's engineer Kaite. So you've unmuted yourself again. So here is what everything inside this bracket is now whatever you get in that interest table. So everything in this bracket now is this. So all we need to do now is to multiply the annual amount by this factor. It will give us the present worth of that annual sum or the present worth of that savings. So if you are to solve this in Excel, so I'll open this Excel sheet. I'll just open a new sheet. I'll open a new sheet. So if you are to solve it in Excel sheet, I believe most of us already know Excel. So if I'm to solve this question in Excel sheets, I will go to formulas. Okay, can we all open our Excel sheets while you watch me demonstrate it? Move or copy. Question 6.
Sorry, Uche, do you mean the Excel sheet you sent to us?
Yeah, the one on energy calculation template.
Okay.
Energy calculation template. Open it and create a new sheet, because I'll still come to case number A, P2, and 3. But I want to start on a fresh sheet just to demonstrate this. I'm not supposed to do this, but I just want to quickly, what we just did now manually, I just want to replicate it in Excel so it will sink in.
All right.
So it will sink in immediately. So all of us saw how we solved it manually. Even those that are coming, Peter that are just coming in, it is just the same thing we solved yesterday. Okay, this is it. So, and this is the solution. This is the solution here. The investment cost is $15,000. The savings is $2,300. But the operation and maintenance cost is $700. Therefore, the net savings becomes $2,300 minus $700. So we now try to find what is the present value of $1,600 that will be coming every year for 8 years. And we got it as $7,179. So we ask ourselves, is that investment worth it? We're investing $14,000, and after 8 years, you only recoup $7,000. It means it's a bad investment. That means the MPV of this investment now is, of course, as we said, the savings minus cost. Okay, and the savings is $7,179, and the cost is $14,000. So 14,000 minus 7,179. That will give you
6,821.
6,821.
Yeah.
So it means, and that will be minus. You get the point?
Minus, yeah.
Minus 6,821. So it is only a very irrational person that will do that investment, and that is why you are called upon as an energy expert to validate and advise or recommend. So in Excel, we must have opened our Excel by now. So in Excel, let me go to Excel. I'm in Excel now. In Excel, under the menu, this is our menu bar. This is our ribbons. So if you open file menu, if you open file menu, what's happening?
Sorry, Uche, you're not showing the Excel.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is my Excel. In Excel, this is the menu bar: file, home, insert, page, formula. They are menus. And all these here now are called ribbons. They are all sub-menus coming in form of ribbon under the home menu. Under the home menu. If you open insert menu, the ribbons will change to the ribbons associated with inserts. If you open page layout, it will change. If you open formula menu, you see sub-menus in form of ribbons. So under one of these ribbons, you see the one called financial. That will be the fourth ribbon. So I don't know your own version of Excel, but I'm pretty sure in the older version of Excel, these menus will come in form of a list, a drawdown list. If you now look down there, you see financial. Later on, we'll go to data and we'll use what if analysis, where we will now talk about data Let's not, let me not rush, let me not confuse us. So go to formulas. Under formulas, you go to finance. So when you go to Excel, you see financial, you see a small flyout, like a rectangle here. Whenever you see this thing in your window, it means there are more items, more tools. Sorry, I'm doing it this way because I don't know our level of Excel. I'll click on it. It will open all the financial tools that you can do with Excel. All of them are not important to you, but you can learn all of them. If you're talking about future values, this is FV. If you're talking about internal rate of return, this is it. If you're talking about minimum internal rate of return, this is it. If you're talking about nominal interest, this is it. If you're talking about the MPV, this is it. So these are all different financial rates. So we'll go to what we call PV, which is the present value. Remember what we discussed yesterday. We want to find the present value of that savings. So I'll go to PV. Under financial menu, I'll click on PV. A dialog box will open. This dialog box opens. The first item in the dialog box is what we call rates. So before we start, let me cancel. Let us bring in those terms we have. So our P, initial investments, is what?
14,000.
So 14,000, thank you. Then the annual savings. The net annual savings, 1,600. Are we sure? So
Yeah, I think
this,
so, yeah.
this is our P. And this is our A, for what we did yesterday. The interest is, the I is how many percent? 15%. And the number of years is what?
8 years.
8 years. So here, the present, the present what of the annual sum. So in Excel, this annual savings will be represented by PMT. That's payment. Excel will call it payment. In other words, this is the payment that is coming. Okay. And the investment cost will be PV using Excel terms. So here, we're looking for the present value of the annual savings. So we're looking for the present value of the annual savings. So let me format this box. Let that be where the answer will be. Good. So what do I do now? I'll go to this cell that I'm looking for the answer. Okay, sorry, this cell. Okay, so I'll click on this cell that I'm looking for the answer, and I'll now go to formulas, financials. I'll scroll down, and I'll go to PV. The dialog box will open. Under rates, what is the rate? 15%. I'll go and click it. Because the cursor is inside here, I have two options. Once the cursor is inside here, I'll go and click here, or I'll click on this red arrow. It will disappear. I'll click on this, press enter, it will appear. So it's the same thing. That is B3. What is number of years? 8 years. B4. Is there any payment coming in between? Is there any payment that will be paid? Yes.
Yes.
The payment that will be coming to me is 1,600. Am I giving the future value of the investment? No. So there's no information about the future value. So I will leave it blank. I'll leave it blank. Under type, I'll also leave it blank. But let me give you one secret. Any of this cell that I don't know what it means, simply click inside it. Excel will tell you what to put inside. So when you put the cursor inside the cell for type, Excel will tell you that type is a logical value. Logical. It's not realistic, it's just logical. And why is it logical? It is logical if the payment in the beginning of the year is 1. If the payment is at the beginning of the year, put 1. If the payment is at the end of the year, put 0. In Excel, 0 and a null set is the same thing. It's either you put 0 in a cell or you leave it blank. Excel will interpret it as 0. I want to take note. It is not exclusive to what I'm teaching. It's in any operation in Excel. Once you leave the blank 0, Excel will assume default or 0. So every payment we know is that if you borrow money in January, they will be paid in December. So payment is always at the end of the year. So the right number there will be 0, but just leave it blank. It's the same thing. I will now press OK. It will return 7,179, which is what we just got. So that is the present value of that savings. Now, there's something Excel does. If Excel gets a negative answer, it will put it in brackets. So because this value is in brackets, it is telling us it is negative. And negative in this sense simply means cash outflow. So if I wanted, what I'll do is, while I'm calculating, I'll put negative. Let me delete and just go back and repeat what I said. This thing might not be necessary now, but if for adventure you are doing a command or a syntax that is very complex, then you need to observe your signs. Any money that is going out of your pocket is negative. Any money that's coming inside your pocket is positive. So in this case, the rate is 15%. The number of years is 8 years. The payment that is coming is what? 1,600. Okay. So Excel is assuming that this payment is what is going out of my pocket. So I can as well come and put negative here if I want. I don't want it to be inside brackets. And then I'll click OK. There won't be any bracket with it. So whether it's positive or negative, it's the same value. That's why I said is a logical thing. It's logical. So now it's telling me that this money is what is coming in. In that case, it means this 14,000 should be in the negative, since it's what is going out of my pocket. Okay. Therefore, the MPV will now be equal to savings minus cost. Which will give me minus. So I'm not confused there. So it will give me 6,820. And it will put it in brackets to tell me that that money is what? Negative. Any question? I expect question. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so
3 minutes question.
I have a question actually. It's about the assumption that the saving is a negative, that's an outflow.
Sorry,
So,
the savings is not negative in this case, it's positive.
okay, but it's because you changed the sign, but the Excel, put it as negative initially.
Yes, because the PMT in Excel is programmed to be. Excel is assuming that I took a loan of 14,000 and I'm paying back 1,600. That is how Excel was wired to think.
So in that drop-down button, is there no function for saving? So why are we using PMT instead of saving?
No, this is the convention. That service, PMT means payments. So yes, this service is also payment because this means the project is paying us 1,600 every year. So it's payments, sir.
I understand, but the Excel is looking at it as a payment that's being made to another party. That's why it's taking it as outflow.
Now, look at the cocoa now. Even if Excel takes it that way, when I'm doing the net, I will not put negative again. I don't even understand now.
Yeah.
It's no issue. It's just a sign. You know, in engineering and mathematics, sign is X or Y axis, negative X or negative Y. The value is just there. But I just want you to understand the syntax of Excel. That what Excel puts something for you in negative like this, it is in bracket, it means negative. Any other question, please? So you can see that the calculation we did now and we did with computer is the same thing. So all the things we solved yesterday, we can as well do them with computer. So I want to move to the next question. Am I permitted to do that? Are we on the same page?
Yes, so
Okay. So let's move. So we move. So we move. Question number 7. Uh-oh. No, number 7. I don't think we did number 5. Hold on. Did we solve this number 5 yesterday?
let's do it again. This number 5.
Okay. Okay, let's do it again. Now, it says a company considers two. You are the project manager, you are an energy manager, and the company is considering 2 projects. The first project will cost $85,000, and it will save. It will bring a return of $23,000 every year. The second project will cost $75,000, but this time it's going to save us $18,000 each year. However, project 1 will last 12 years, and project 2 will last 9 years. The company has a discount rate or a borrowing rate of 10%, or a hurdle rate, or an investment rate of 10%. Which project would you recommend? In other words, which of the projects will you recommend? One is coming from a company, one is coming from another company. So we're not gonna solve it. Should we use manually or Excel? Let's use Excel. I think yesterday we solved it.
Yeah, Excel.
Let's use Excel to solve it. So in using Excel, so I'll just go to my Excel sheet, and either I click a new sheet or I'll just use the same sheet. So let me create a new sheet. At the end of the day, I'll share this sheet with us.
How do I close this thing?
Hello, sir.
Can you hear you, sir?
Sorry, please. You know me, I've been cut off with regards to the device I'm using, but
Okay.
we will have to still move on. I've been following actually, just that I'm not practicing along.
Okay.
On the drive, the Google Drive, what you sent, I have the cost practice there as well as the energy calculation. Now the Excel sheet, the blank one, the empty one, where do I get it?
Okay. What I'm doing now is on the energy calculation sheet. I opened a new sheet. There are about 6 sheets. So I opened the 6th one and call it question 6. So this one now, I'm renaming it now to question 5.
Okay, no problem. I'm trying to. I'll practice that later. I'm just trying to follow. All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay. So what I want us to do now is those of us who are using Excel, I want you to create this question. Copy this question. Let me copy the question. Put the question in a format, in understandable format. That's what I'm trying to do here now. I'm trying to bring in this question here. I'm trying to copy it. So bring the question. That's too much. Wow. Don't worry. I'll know what to do. Home. Font size 12. Okay. So I'll copy from here. I'll cut it. I'll insert. I'll paste. Good. It's making sense now. Then I'll save it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create this in two form. Copy this way and put it here. And here I'll name this one project 1. Right? Project 1. I'll give the cell a color. Then I'll name this one project 2. Good. Now, the investment here is what? 85. So I want you to, those of you with Excel, can you build this just so it will be faster? 85, and the savings is 23. And the interest is 10. Please remember to put the percentage. Remember to do percentage. Project 1 will last 12 years. He's already giving us the answer. Please, let me delete the answer. Okay. Then project 2. Okay, group picture here. Are we taking group picture here? Okay. So this is almost 4. So second project. Sorry, I gave you indulgence. We just had a physical trainer. I informed us yesterday. I'm still on this cost. So let's work on this. Savings is 18,000. Interest 10%. Number of years is 9. I agree with you. So can we just build this in the next 5 minutes? I'll join us shortly. Let's just build this. Thank you. 5 minutes, please. Dinachima.
Hello, Engineer Uche. Engineer Uche, can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh, Engineer Uche?
He actually
Since
wanted,
he's,
he actually needed your attention. I think he wants to address something else. That's why he asked for
okay,
you.
okay, that's okay,
Then he
that's
needed
fine.
5
Now
minutes or so.
we're having a 5 or 10 minutes break, right?
Yes,
No,
he talked
I
about 5
think
minutes. He has not actually given the break yet.
he
So,
actually asked Engineer Chima to continue with this calculation while he stepped aside.
I'm on transit. That's why I've not been very active. Yeah, so I'm not using a laptop to be able to continue this presentation. That's the more of the reason I asked him to take today, so that I'll be able to have more convenient for me to take tomorrow.
Okay.
So let's just wait for it while he just returns and then continue.
Okay. All right.
In fact, if we can take advantage, anyway, I don't know if we can use this as our break till he comes back.
Okay, but I think let's
10
just take it as let's just take it as a break now.
Okay,
Yes.
let's use 10 minutes as break.
Yes.
This is
No.
3:57.
So in about
No.
4:07 or so, or thereabout.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
thereabout.
okay. Yeah.
So we are returning back by 4:07.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
What I did was I forced the medical part and put it back on the lyrics for him to do. You have the time, just I sent to you. That thing that aspect, I got it from him. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Hello. Okay, so I have
Hello, Engineer Uche.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, Chima.
Yeah, so I actually gave it a 10 minutes break, so we'll be back by 4:07.
Okay, 407. Okay.
4:07 will be continue. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
transit. That's why I'm not able to, give
It's
an
okay.
active participation.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes.
4:07, we'll be back.
So I'm back. I don't know. Are we there? Are we here? It's 4:07.
Oche,
Sir,
okay, all right. I think we decided to take a short break while you stepped us away.
it's time. Yeah, it's 4:07.
Okay, yeah, I hear that.
Someone told me it's 4:07. Yeah. So
Yeah,
let's
that's
just start.
right.
Let's just build this. Let's build this case. Let's build this case. The investment is this. The annual case savings is this. The interest rate is 12%. The number of years is 12 for project 1. So what is the annual present value of the annual savings? And what is the MPV? MPV is the net of savings 1 and cost. I wish there's a way I can just make us to understand this. So those of us are back. Okay, Peter is back. So for project 1 now, we are giving the investment, we are giving the annual savings, the interest rates, and the number of years. So we'll go to our formula bar, financial statements. We'll use present value. We want to get the present value, which is PV. So this is the present value. What is the present value of that series of payments of 23,000 that will be coming in based on the energy savings per year? The rate is 10%. I'll click on 10%. I'll go to the second column. The number of years is 12. I'll click on 12. What is the inflow or what is the payments? Here it says that PMT is the payments made each year period and cannot change over the life of the investment. So this is like the amount of money that's coming in for every year. And that is 23,000 from the question. So look at the question again. Do you have any information about the future value? Or let's say somebody says that this investment in after 12 years will now be worth 100,000 or would have depreciated to say 10,000. That is the value we put inside here. But now we're not giving any information about the future worth of that investment. Besides, the information we are giving is enough. So most times in this kind of problems, it is not all the cells you fill with information because each cell will solve more than one type of question. So you have to understand what you're looking for. So for our point is to look for the present value, which is here. The PV is what we're looking for. Then the type is either 0 or 1. And I've explained why to put 0 and when to put 1. And if you don't know what to put, you leave it blank. So I will solve. I will click OK. So the present worth of 23,000 every year for 12 years will be 156,000. If I had asked a layman to do this thing, he would have been giving me around 250,000, but you are wrong because there is time value of money. So if the interest is every 12, if the money is depreciating at 12% every year, 10%, sorry, every year, it means that after 12 years, the worth of that money will be 156,000. The worth of 23,000 naira coming every year is equivalent to 156,000 naira given to you now. I'm trying to put the question in different perspective, just for us to understand that even if you are using it outside the domain of energy, you can still apply these formulas to your everyday life. So this is 156,714 naira. That is the present value. Therefore, the net present value will be the savings minus the costs. In this case, it will be equal to this. I won't put minus again because this one is already negative. This. So 71,000. So 71,000 is the net inflow if we are to talk about the project. Now look at the question, look at the thing now. This project will yield 156,000 over its life period of 12 years. Over its life period of 12 years. But the project will cost 85,000 today. So that means the net difference or the net worth of that project will be this 71,714. Are we together? For the second project.
So, Chair, can we use the formula also to do the MPV?
Yes. Or it will be more complicated because it means I will okay, I'll come to a question that involves that. So the easiest way to do the MPV is just do savings minus cost. Savings minus cost. The present value of the savings minus the present value of the cost.
Okay.
Olige, any question? So can we try the second one? Can we try the second one?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Can we try the second one?
Hey, let's try.
Try the second one. I'm waiting.
We want us to do it.
Try your hand on the second one. I would have advised you, so if you create this thing now. Oh, wait, put your cup. Now go inside. What else we don't do there? Okay, good. I feel it here. So let me just give us 2 minutes. Okay, what did you get? Hello? Can I get feedback from us, please? It's time. It's up. Time is up. What was the value? You can unmute yourself. Okay,
Hello?
I can hear you. Let's do it together.
Yes, let's do it together.
Let's do it together. So now, it's just the same thing. I'll go to formulas. I'll go to financial. I'll go to PV. The rate is what? 10%. Number of years this time around is 9. The payment that is coming is 18. Therefore, this is the value, the MPV. Therefore, the net present value will now be this minus the initial investments. And that will give us 26,668. So if you're an investor and there's a project that has a net present value of 71,714, and you have another one that have a net present value of 28,628.62, definitely you're going to take project 1. So project 1 is a better investment. Project 1 is a better investment.
Hello.
Hey, sir.
Please, sir, let's get a step-by-step how to get that dialog box. Red, number of payment. For that dialog box to appear, let us take it step by step, please.
Okay. So
you go to red.
You go to formulas.
Okay, formulas first.
Go to financial.
Wait. Formula. Formula.
Financial. Then you go down, you scroll down, and go to present value. So when you go to present value, a dialog box will come. It's an interactive dialog box. Nothing to be scared about it. The rate, we all know what rate. Rate is in interest. But I said that the interest must be in percentage. And by the time you click the percentage, by the side here, it will tell you 0.1. So be careful. If I put 10 here, it might assume 1,000%.
Okay.
Number of years or number of payment terms is 9. In other words, the payment is going to be made 9 times. The payback, as in payment that is coming or is going out. Then what is the value of that payment? That payment is 18,000. That is the payment we are getting for install for is what the customers are paying us per annum for investing 75,000. So we are saying that the present value of that money is now 103,000 after 9 years. So the value of a 9 years investment that will be bringing 18,000 every year is 103,000 now today. But then we are asked to spend 75,000 today. That means if we are to make the whole spending today, if we are to make the whole investment decision today, if we are to conduct the whole cash flow analysis today, the next will be this minus this.
All right.
Why the other one gave us 71? So you know which one is better. Please, as soon as you unmute yourself to ask a question, try and remute yourself so that there will be decorum. Thank you. So it means that the project 1 has a higher return. It means that project 1 has a better net worth. That's the word. That's the exact word. Okay, Engineer Kaite, you are using 2 devices, and those 2 devices are close. Off one or mute one. That's why it's echoing. When you're having 2 devices, a phone and a laptop together, there will be interference.
Is it okay? Is it okay here?
Okay. Unless somebody else is using that one. If not, just off the phone and just connect with the laptop. Once they are together, there will be interference. I've experienced this a lot of times. I've done like, let me not exaggerate, 40 to 50 Zoom trainings throughout COVID. Okay. So this is the solution to this, and that's question 5. So should we solve one more? Yes. So let's go to the next question. But this time around, I'm going to be fast. I'm going to be very, very fast. So we have finished the whole question. So there are some exam questions. You know, part of what we did in this course is that we made the course to look like as a preparation for those who are going to take 2 certification exams for those who are into energy. And please, I want to encourage you. If you're an engineer, since you're not going to do another master's or another PhD, some of these few certification courses, if you have the time and the money, or your company can sponsor you, try and do it. If you write to me and ask me to write a proposal to your company to sponsor you, I can do that. I'm not the one, you're not listening to me. The company is in the US. Our job is to guide you and prepare you for it so that you can pass it. Those of us in 2 projects, we know of PMP. Those of us into energy, is either you do energy auditing, certified energy, you become a certified energy auditor, or you become a certified energy manager. Those of us into costs, you can also become a certified cost expert. Those of us into water, you can become a certified energy efficiency expert. And all these certifications are done by American companies. And guess what? It is really, really, really it's a global certification, well recognized. So while we are preparing this module, we kind of had a vision in mind, and that vision is for us to train, to help 100 engineers get certified in the next 1 year. So this training will make it, I think we've trained up to like 30 to 40% now. So the first certification exam is coming up in November. When it's time, I'm going to do an email advert, and those who are interested can. But it's online, actually. You can just Google Association of Energy Engineers, USA. You can register with them and attend their trade and pay. You don't need to come through us. Even if you pay the money to me, for instance, I'll still pay to them. But you can do on your own. But I want you to have the back of your mind that if you study these trainings, is like is a step towards preparing you for that course. So that is that. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this now. Maybe I should solve this one inside here. Yes, that's what I will do. Yes. Instead of solving the whiteboard, I'll solve it here. So we're going to the next question. So this is the question. The question says, a vendor proposes a retrofitting lighting system to your company. The system will cost $100,000 to install, but it will save $15,000 per year for the next 10 years. Your minimum attractive rate of return is 10 years. What is the net present value of the proposed lighting system? So the question is, should we use Excel or should we use manual? A quick one.
Manual first.
So, okay, manual first. So using manual, we are asked, what is the net present value? So the question is, what is the NPV? But we know that NPV is equal to PV of the savings minus the PV of the costs. Okay, so I'll copy it. I'll come here and I will post it. Please, it's running now, so you can hear some noise, but let's just manage. Just be looking at my screen and you grab everything. So the PV now means P. So we are looking for the P. We are looking for the P and we are given the A. In brackets, we go to our interest table. P over A of I what is the P over A of I, comma N? And that would be P will be equal to, what's the savings? 15,000.
Savings 15,000.
Yeah, that's hold on. That's hold on. So from the interest table now, I multiply by 10% at 10 years.
6.145.
Okay. Thank you, sir. 6.145.
Yes.
Let me be sure. Let me be sure.
Yeah, 6.145. 6.145. Okay. 6.145.
Yeah. Right.
Today, but guys, take your time. I make
92,175.
Yeah.
92,175. Therefore, the FPV is now 92,175 minus 100,000. It's a very bad investment. It's a very bad investment. Minus 7,825. The answer is B. Okay. Why am I getting 7,825 and they are getting 7,831? Well, the answer could be in their own interest table. Their interest table must have been in 4 decimal place. The interest table they use is in 4 decimal place. Are you with me, sirs? So 4 decimal place.
Yes, sir.
Good. So it is 1446. So let's use what do you call it? Excel. Let's use Excel. Let's go to Excel. So I'll create a new sheet. So Excel. So permit me, let me just copy I'll just copy the format, okay?
Yeah.
So let me copy the format. I'll post it to Excel. Okay. I'll delete everything here. Okay. So what's the project? You can start to construct it. Start waiting for me anyway. But let me just copy it now and bring it on board. Okay, this is the question. Okay. Stay with me, please. So this is the question. Stay with me, please. Okay. Investment is 100,000. Annual savings 15,000. Interest rates 10%. Number of years 10. The present value of the investment, the present value of the savings, the present value of the amount, the cash inflow. So now I go to formula, go to financial, go to PV, the rates 10%, number of years 10, the amount that's coming in every year 15. Okay, let me just play smart, but don't worry, I'll put negative there. This is the amount that's coming. Therefore, no, I'm not supposed to put that negative because yes, this is where I'm supposed to put negative. Yeah. Okay, so the MPV now will be this minus savings. That will be 7,831. Okay. Something went wrong with our manual. Excel. Okay, they use Excel. So this is the value for Excel. This is the answer for Excel. 87831. So that means what they did here was to use Excel in the question. I wonder how they use Excel. This one. This is Excel. They got this from Excel. So the other ones, I would have said let's solve them using Excel. Okay. A heating wheel can install on an exhaust system to preheat the heat. The install cost is this, and the unit has an economic life of 10%. How much must the system save each year for it to make a return of 15%? I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. So this one is now saying that we don't know how much it will give us, but it will be given, but it will cost us 15,000 to do. How do you know whether it's a worthwhile investment? The solution would be we are going to get the MPV. We are going to get the annual income and then compare it with the installation costs and see if it's higher. So how much must this system save? So this question is asking you for the A. We're looking for the annuity. What will be the annuity to take care of 15,000 installation costs and also take care of 15% return and make a 50% profit and still pay for 15,000 investment costs. So how do you solve this? Very simple, very, very simple. We are going to make use of interest table also. So in solving this one, let me duplicate this and then clean everything here. And then bring the question. Okay. So the formula still remains, instead of P, we're not going to look for A. We're looking for A, which is how much must save. We are given P. And in brackets, we will be going to interest table to look for A over P, given I at the particular end. That's the formula. So we are changing the interest table now. We'll go to interest table. Under 15%, we are changing the column we're going to look for. So we have been solving find P given A. Now we are going to find A given P. So if you go to your interest table, before now, this is where we have been going to. This time, we are going to go to what we call capital recovery. We are doing what we call capital recovery because we are told that we are about to invest $15,000 at interest rate of 15%, and that investment will last for 10 years. So how much must be coming into our pocket? How much must be the income per annum for that investment to be justified? That's exactly what we did yesterday. A company from Germany came to Akwa Ibom and met Engineer Kaiti and said, we want to install a renewable energy mini grid. It will cost the community 15,000. And the banking rate, the interest rate, or the banking rate plus our interest, the interest we are building into the project, because we didn't come to do for that Christmas, is 15%. And after 10 years, don't call us. After 10 years, go and build a new one. The question is, how much must the community be paying every year for that investment to break even? To break even at win-win. To break even that these people will make their profit of 20%, 15%, give us light for 10 years, and it will be better than what AEDC. I don't know what the one they call it in Uyo. I think it should be Port Harcourt distribution company or whatever. It's giving us. Are we with me? I can't hear anything. Hello?
Yeah, we are with you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, good. So we are going to look at capital recovery. So under 10 years, okay, no, this is 10% interest. So I'll go to 15%.
It's 0.1992.
Okay. 0.1993. Okay.
193.
Yeah, okay. So we'll go back here, and the annual that will come in will now be the P multiplying the capital by a certain factor, which we got as 0.1993, and that value will be so it means for that project to get to see the light of the day, it must be generating 2,989 naira. Let me approximate it. 2,990 naira per annum per year. it must be generating this sum of money every year. So this is how much the system will be generating as at now. Are you with me? So let's go to Excel.
Yeah.
Let's go to Excel. If you go to Excel, sorry, that's the one we just solved now. That cancel. Oh, I didn't save the other one. What a mistake. What a mistake. What a mistake. Let me try to undo. So let me try to undo. Forgive me, because I can't. It's like I didn't save. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Hold on, just hold on. Okay, okay, whatever. So let's view the question. I'm trying to save this thing so that I can send it to us. Please bear with me. I'm trying to make it look. Let it be. So we missed the other question. The other question I've deleted. So this is question number. I can't remember again. This is question 3 now. Or 2. Okay, whatever. But
Okay.
want to log.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, you want to ask a question? Yeah, you want to ask a question? Go ahead, please.
Hello, sir.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
And thank you very much. All these things you are doing on screen, you say you are going to save them so that you can send it to us through the mail?
Yes, yes.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you. It's going to be helpful.
No, I'll just put it inside the Google Drive. And that's
Google
why I'm
Drive.
careful to.
Okay.
I'm trying to be careful to make sure I put it properly. So just okay. So what you do now, gentlemen, is can we construct this question into Excel? I'll give you that job in 5 minutes. This is it now. Those of you in your laptop, can you please construct it the way it will be? Can you construct it the way it will be? They want to change. I want to change location now. Since it has finished raining. So construct it the way it will be now. So investment, how much is the investment? And instead of MPV, we're going to put amount. We're looking for the amount this time. And the amount in Excel is PMT. The amount is PMT. Okay, let's continue. Before I change location. So the amount is, hold on, just hold on, please. Okay. So now the investment is 15,000. The annual savings is what we don't know. So I'll copy this annual savings. We don't know what it is. The interest rates the interest, the annual savings we don't know. So I'll copy the annual savings and bring it here. That's what we're looking for. Looking for the annual savings. So I'll move up these two. Good. This one is no more. The interest is 10%. No, 15, sorry. Number of years is 10 years. So this time around, you will go to the annual savings, is what we're looking for. So the annual savings now, in Excel, it is the payments, PMT, which we have been given before, but now we're no longer given. So you go to this place, you go to your financial, formulas, formula menu, financial, and you look for PMT. You look for PMT. You look for PMT. The rate is 15%. Sorry, something went wrong. So the financial, before I go to financial, this thing has been formatted to be, sorry, I'll format it. It has changed to percentage, so I'll remove it out if that number. So 10%, 10 years. So the PMT, we're looking for the amount. So use the financial indicator called PMT in Excel. So the rate is 15%. The number of years is 10 years. The present value of the investment, that's what they want us to invest, or the cost of the machine, or the cost of the energy system is 15,000, and that is this. We're not giving the future values, so we ignore it. Okay, so what is the value? 2,988.78. Exactly what we got. I'll save it. I'm going to send it to us. Did you get it? Any question? So if you're looking for the amount, use PMT in Excel. If you're looking for the present value, use the PV. So let's move to the next question. Okay, so this one is question number 2. So I'll change it to, maybe later I'll reorder them in a way that we'll all understand. Question number 2, CEM. Okay. Then this one is question number 1, CEM. So I'll go into the next question now. And I don't know whether I should solve it or we should solve it. We should solve it with Excel, allow us to solve it. He said a hockey arena has a desiccant unit installed to assist in controlling humidity and to make the ice harder. The unit will last 17 years and is projected to save 57. But the other side is still open, right?
$57,200.
Okay, just build it up. Can we solve it? Let me see how many of us I can solve it. Try to solve it manually. I'll solve it with Excel. Try to just lay your hands on it. Okay. So what's the progress? So let's go. So the first thing you do is that you list all the indices. What are you giving? Huh? So among the 5 things you list from what I taught us yesterday, what is the P? What is the A? What is the F? Most times F doesn't come in because we don't know the end state of the project in most energy projects, but then they just include it. And what is the I? And what is the N? And I told us yesterday that A and N are always constant. N and I are always given. Or they are like what we call fixed boundary. They are fixed boundary. Those of us that do modeling. Fixed boundary condition, whatever. Okay, so now our job is to find what are they giving. So in this case, what is the P? What is the N? 17 years. What is the I? We don't know.
Yes.
So this one will be tougher. But don't worry. What you just do is, don't worry, I'll show you how to find it. F doesn't come in, so let's just eliminate F. And what is A?
A is $57,200.
And what is P?
P is $223,650.
So what you do is simple. This is the simplest question to do. It's very simple. Okay. What you do, you can solve it in 2 ways. Your job is to find the interest rate. So you say P is equal to A into P over A, comma, I, you don't know, and 17. Are you with me?
Yes.
Therefore, P is 223,650 equal to A is 57,200, and this factor you now look it up in your interest table. So you go to the interest table and you look for where the interest will give you this. So let me minimize this. Let me eliminate some of this. We know we're already solving the answer. So I can solve everything here. So this is answer number answer to question 3. Answer to question 3. So good. So if we make the factor, let's make the factor the subject of the formula. So P over A, comma, I, comma, 17 will now be equal to 223,650 divided by 57,200. That will give us a factor. So you now go to the interest table and look up for that factor. So 223,650 divide by 57 what? 200. 57,200. It will give us 3.9099. 3.9099. If you unmute, try and mute back when you finish saying anything. That's what's making that noise. Okay. So 3.9099. Now, this is the factor. We are going to the interest table now. But which percentage are we going for? That's what you don't know. So you don't even know the interest table to go to. But we have an idea that we are looking for P when we are looking for P given A. Fortunately, we are given both. So I will now go to my interest table and look for where this value comes in under P given A. So 3.9 something. So you'll be looking for it. So if you come here now, but they say 17 years. Am I right? 17 years. 17, it will last for 17 years. So under 17 here at 15%, the factor is 5 points, 6 points. But I'm looking for where the factor is 3 points. So I'll move forward or backward. So if I will move, let me move forward. Let me move to 18%. If I move to 18% and at 17 years, the factor is still 5.22, which means it's getting higher. So it means for me to get this value, I need to move lower. No, sorry, it means I need to go further down. So here, the factor is 4.77. 4.77 at 17 years. Look at my cursor.
What percent is that?
Thank you. It's 20% at 20%. Okay. So it means I need to go down further. So let me go to 25%. So at 25%, that is the answer. At 25%, at 17 years, under P over A, under P over A, under 17 years, I am getting 3.910. Remember what we are looking for. We're looking for 3.9. If you approximate this now, it will be what? 1, isn't it? Then let me also say this. You don't need to get the exact value. You get something close. Are you with me, sir? Once the number is close and is negligible, you know that you've arrived. So the solution to this thing now is what? 25%. So for this project to work, for this question to work, okay, for us to be able to validate this investment, the interest must be at 25%. If the interest is lower than 25%, you will run into losses. That is when you will start saying it's a bad investment. That is when your MPV will now be what? Negative. So the answer is D.
That's interesting.
Now, let me use another formula. Let me use another formula to solve it, just to show you that you in this economic indices, somebody is unmuted. You can use all formulas, but the question is just for you to understand what you are looking for. Now, the one we just solved now, what did we do? We assume A given P. Let us assume, let us make use of the A and the P. It will still give you the same value. In other words, if I rearrange the equation now, assuming I said, let the equation now be, I'm giving A and I'm looking for what? No, I'm looking for A and I'm giving P. No, the other one is that I'm looking for P, I'm giving A. So if I'm looking for A and I'm giving P, that means the factor I'm going to be looking for now will be A over P. I want you to understand this. Those of you who came yesterday, I took time to explain what is above and what is under. Comma. The I, we don't know. The interest rates, we don't know. Number of years, we know. 17. So this A over P comma I, comma 17. If I make it the subject of the formula, it will now be what? A over P, which is equal to what? 57200 divided by what? 223650. And what would that be? Five, 7,200 divided by 223650. It will give me 0.2558. 0.2558. So I will now go to the table. I'll go back to my table now. So here, let me put all. Let me put all so that you know that it's the same thing we are solving. We're using different formulas. So I'll go to the table now and I'll look for where, although you already have the expo. If not, you have to start looking for interest table. At least you have to look for 1 or 2 interest table and then now know the direction and know whether you have to move up or move down. But this time around, let's go to 20% and see. Let me try to deceive myself. So here we're looking for A given P. So we are using capital recovery method now. And the value is 0.2255 under 17 years. So under 17 years here, the factor here is 0.2094. 0.2094. If we go to 18%, this is 18%. Yes, 18% under 17 years. The value is now 0.1915. So it's reducing. So if I go to 15% now, it will be lower. So I have to go higher. So I mean there's 22%, I'll go to 22%, but there's no 22%. So let me just go to 25%. So if you go to 25% now, under capital recovery factor, 17 years, you see 0.2558. Therefore, under 17 payment period, given P looking for A, we got our 2.558. Therefore, the solution is 25%. So let's go to Excel. Let's go to Excel. So under Excel, need me to copy the question again. Okay. Hello. Are you using it? When? Now? Okay. They told us. They told us. 5 minutes. It's okay. No, they told me. Okay. So now, the investment is 223,650. The interest is what we don't know. So that's what we're looking for. The annual savings, we're giving annual savings as 5,700. So here I will place here as interest. I. So looking for the I. Okay. Number of years is 10 years. That's all. So if you're looking for interest, if you go to our financial tool, go to formula, financial tool, you go to rate. So we're looking for the rate. This is the rate. Click on the rate. So the number of years is 10. The payment is this. The present value is this. Okay, now there's something that made it this way. We need to format this cell first. We'll format this cell and make him know that it will be a percentage. It's formatted already. Sorry, number of years is what? 10. No, number of years is 17, sorry. So the rates so number of terms 17. The payment is this. The present value is this. Hold on, just hold on. So the rates okay, this is the rate. Number of years 17. The payment is this. Well, one of them has to be negative. I'm just trying to look at. Okay. Equals rates. Okay. The number of per term is this, comma. The PMT is this. The present value is this. The future value, we don't know, comma. One. So there's a syntax error here. But then using the formula for the manual, we've already seen that that will give us 25%. So let's go to the next question. Maybe later when I'm sending this Excel, I'll find out this question number 3. We'll find out why it's returning a norm cell, because this is 70%. This is just thinking whether I should use another financial term. No, the interest. Okay. Let me know what's time. The future value, the present value, payments, number of years, number of payment at 17, payment is this, future value is this, so the present value is this, cash outflow, cash inflow. So let me say this is cash outflow negative, cash inflow maybe positive. Say one here. I'll check it out later. Okay, let's go to the next question now. This next question says an automation system that will optimize many system functions for 8 years will save $17,500 annually in energy costs. How much can they be paid for the system and meet the financial requirements of the organization by meeting their 14% discount rates? So this is the savings. We don't know how much we can pay. We know the savings, but we don't know how much the baseline cost, investment cost we should use. So let's copy this question again. I think we can also solve this one with Excel. Question 4. Okay. So once again, the P is unknown. The A is 17,500. The I, interest rate is 14. The number of years it will last is 8 years. Okay. So we're given A, we're looking for P. So the formula to use will be find principal given the annuity. So in brackets, it will be the factor of P over A from the interest table at 14% at 8 years or 8 payment period. 8 payment period or 8 years. Let me delete this. So P, this one is very direct. P will now be savings is 17,500. And we look up from our table. 14%. We have 14% on the table. If you don't have 14% on the table, then we might have to interpolate. We have 15%. We have 12%. So interpolation comes in, but that will be difficult for us. So I will just show us how to do it. So what you do is you find the value for 12%, you find the value for 15%. You now interpolate. Okay? Or you go online and you look for, or what do you call it, for interest table that has 15%. So for this one, it's not difficult. It shouldn't look difficult. But let's assume that this is 15%. Yes?
This one 15% too.
Sorry?
What we have there is 14%.
Yeah, it's 14%. So I say in our interest table, we can't find 14%. So what you do is you interpolate. Interpolation, okay. Yeah, interpolation means what is the value for 15%? If the factor for 15%, you keep it. What is the factor for 12%? You keep it. Then we can use our normal table dynamics interpolation to get the value for 14%. So either I do it now or we will just assume 15%. So what do we do? Sorry? Hello?
Let's assume 15%.
Yeah, let's assume 15%.
Interpolation will take some time.
Yeah, because interpolation is, look at interpolation. If I'm looking for the value for 14%, it will be 14 minus the value for 12 divided by the value for 15. Well, let me not waste time. Let's use the value for 15 to be too close. So what's the value? What's the value there? We're looking for P given A at how many years? 8 years. 4.487.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
$78,522. 78,522. So what does it mean? It means that any proposal that is coming to us must not be more than 78,522. If not, it's unacceptable. That's the meaning. If we must meet up with 14%, and let's do for 12%. Let's do for 12%, please. Let's do for 12%. So B at 12% will be 17,500, please. Okay, let me put it well. At 12%. Okay.
12%.
Please take note. We're looking for 14%. So we said at 15. So we got. So at 12. We're getting
4.968.
no, it should just be like, what do you say, sir? 4.9, okay.
68.
Okay, 4.968, good.
68.
multiply 70,
86.
86, 940. So that will be 86, 940. Okay.
That's for 12%.
That's for 12%. That means for 14% now.
Okay.
Interpolation. Let me remember. Let me do something about interpolation. Interpolation is like, sorry, just for learning purpose, gentlemen. Don't worry. I can even refresh our basic. Interpolation look like this. Interpolation look like this. Here is 50%. Here is 40%. Here is 20%. Sorry. Right?
Yeah.
The value for 12 is what? 86 what?
86940.
940. The value for 15 is what?
78,522.
So we are looking for
Five.
X. X, I mean. So interpolation says this over this. What you have on the right is what you have on the right, which is to say 14 minus 12 divided by 15 minus 12 must be equal to 78522. Sorry, must be equal to X minus 86940 over 78522 minus 86940. Please, how many of us remember this? Do you remember this? Hello?
It's coming back.
Am I am I not that? What I did was to say this over this.
Yes.
This over
14.
this. Over this must
Yes.
be this over this over this over this. I mean, it's the same. What is on the left and what on the right? Proportion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 8.
So this side will be what?
Minus
2 over what? 3 must be equal to X minus 86940 all over. So I'll subtract this from this. Minus, that one is what? 7 what?
6.
76.
Yes, minus
76.
No, that's
78522.
78522 minus 86940 is equal to minus 8418.
Okay, minus 8418. Okay.
Yeah.
Minus 8418. Okay. So simply put, making X the subject of the formula. Let me remove this, please. Sorry. So if I make x the subject of the formula, x will be now 2/3 multiplied by minus 8,418. Okay. Are we together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, sorry, plus 86,940. Sorry, this headache is just because we don't have interest table. But I'll show you how to get out this interest table. You Google interest table now, you get the one for 1%. So this is this times 2 equals divide 3 equals plus minus 86. 86 what? 940.
Yeah.
81,328. So the answer is x equals 81,328. So that's the value for 14%. Common sense will tell us that it is closer to 78,522 than 86,940. Are we together?
Yes.
Any question? So at 14%. So either I do this at this level, or I would have done it at the level of the factor. It's the same thing. My job is just to get the factor at 14%, which I don't have. But let us try online. Let's go to the internet and see if you can see a interest table. Just type interest table on your Google. Interest table. Interest table. It will bring out thousands of it. Interest table. So interest table. So look at another interest table here. Let me see if it has 14%. This one has 14%. Look at the one I downloaded now. From Brown University. From Brown University. Sorry. So I went online now. I went online and I Googled interest table. It gave me thousands and millions of them. Thousands and millions of them. And one of them just gave me the one that has 40%. They call it Brown table. Look at this one, it has 40%. You with me?
Yeah.
So just to tell you that the interest table is a free something you can see. It's like a periodic table. Here's another one. 12%, 13%. So you can download this one. And it's from an educational university in the US. See, it has 1%. So at 14%, are you with me? Are you really seeing it? At 14%, we're looking for P given A for 8 years. It's giving us 4.639. 4.639. So all this headache and confusion at 14%, it is times 4 point, just stay with me, 4.639. 4.639. So once you want to solve any of these things, just go online. 4.63 multiply
81,182.
Thank you. 81,182. And what did we get? From our interpolation, we got 81.
328.
Yeah, they are more accurate than us. I don't know why. So difference is quite.
Yeah, I think the difference was making the X the subject of formula.
Okay.
So, yeah, it wasn't exactly 2/3 times this.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should have found the LCM between the X minus X is 9 4 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's very close.
It's close. At least we know it's
mathematical.
81. Yeah.
81.
Yeah.
81 200, 81 300. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, why am I showing you all this? Now I'll tell you why. Can you go to the Excel? Please, for the many questions, you can solve them. No, you can solve them at home. Okay? You can solve them. If you have any problem, you let me know. They are all easy. Yeah, you can. Okay, we've solved everything. Maybe only one, I think. Only one or two. Only one is. This is the last one. But let me not solve it. Let me allow you to solve it so that I can do other things. But let me only read this question, and so we don't get confused. Let me interpret this question for us. Okay. Now look at question number 5. An energy efficient air compressor will cost $30,000 to install and will require $1,000 worth of maintenance each year for its life of 10 years. Energy costs will be $6,000 per year. Okay. A standard air compressor will cost. These are two different systems. Take note. These are two different systems. So you are making comparison. You are the energy engineer, or you are doing energy auditing. So you are trying to compare what they have and what you are recommending. You are trying to compare.
Which we are not seeing the question.
Okay. So look at this question now. An energy efficient air compressor will cost $30,000 to install and will require 1,000 worth of maintenance each year for its life of 10 years. Energy costs will be $6,000 per year. That's the end of question. It now gave you another alternative. It said, but a standard air compressor, the first one is an efficient, energy efficient air compressor, is a modern compressor, which we are trying to recommend to this company as the energy auditor, as a trained certified energy auditor. But the old one they are using at the moment is a standard air compressor or another alternative that will cost $25,000 and will require only $500 worth of maintenance each year for its life of 10 years. Its energy cost will be what? $10,000 per year at an interest rate of 12 years. What is the life cost of the two systems? Okay. Now, You see this 30,000? This 30,000, you're going to ignore it. Because the work you are meant to do is for you to get what is the life cycle of two of them. When you have gotten the answer, you now know what the new value is. So the answer to this question will be, we'll be looking for the P, the life cycle cost, which is the whole cost of the whole project. So that would be A. Okay, let me do what I've been doing by duplicating it. Good. And when I duplicate it, I'll remove the whole of this. Okay. Now, for the efficient one, energy efficient compressor. Okay. For the energy efficiency compressor, the initial cost is 30,000. And the annual cost, not the annual cost now, will be what? It will require 1,000 worth of maintenance each year. So it will be 1,000 plus the energy to service it, the energy to use it will be what? 6,000. So the total cost for both energy and maintenance will be 7,000. And that's our A. And our interest rate is 12. And how many years will it last? 10 years. So what is the P? This initial P is for you to, when you find the value, you add it to this P. That will give you now the total life cost. So the operating cost is what we are calculating now. What is the operating cost of this? If you add the operating cost plus the fixed cost, or let's say we're looking for the variable cost. So the variable cost plus the fixed cost will give you the total cost. So it's like you buying a car. If you buy a car, you should be able to know the energy, the fuel saving potential of that car. It's one thing for you to go and buy 6-cylinder or 8-cylinder, and you buy it for, they sell it cheap for you, like say 1 million. But in a year, you'll be spending like 500,000 on the car. It's not worth it. It means that the average cost of that car is 1.5 million. Some people will spend 1 million, another 1 million on the car per year, making the car to cost 2 million. So it's better you buy a car that is worth 1.2 million and will only cost you 300,000 of fuel. So the total cost will not be 1.5 million. That's exactly what the question is all about. So we are looking for P, and we are giving A into P over A, I, comma, N. Okay, and that will give you, we've marked the P, the total P for the energy efficiency project is 7,000. So that will be the maintenance OOM cost, if you mind, if you don't mind, might multiply by, so what do you have for P over A at interest rate of 12%? So can somebody go to the interest table, open the interest table at 12% and look under 10 years? What do you have? 12% under 10 years. We're looking for P given A, 5.650. 5.650. So that would be 7,000 times 5,650. What's the value?
That's 39 million. Sorry.
Okay, 39, okay, you're right. 39,550. Therefore, the total life cycle cost of that project will now be the initial investment cost or the fixed cost, which is 30,000, plus the variable cost, the running cost, the maintenance cost, or whatever terms you use, which is now 39,550. And what will that give you?
69,550.
69,550. 69,550. Okay. Now I'll do the same thing for the second project so that we know which one to purchase or which one to recommend to management, or whether to ask management to discard the one they are using presently. You don't just tell them stop this one. No, you have to prove it in a very reasonable way. So this is standard one. So the standard one, STD. Okay, the initial cost is 25. The operating cost is 500. And the energy cost, 10,000. So total cost will be 10,500. Okay, it will still last same number of years. The borrowing or the profit on the machine is still 12%. So what just changed would be 500. What's the value?
59,325.
59,325. This is the maintenance cost. Have you seen it? So you see that this one has a higher maintenance cost. So the total life cycle now cost will now be 25 plus what? 59,325. So somebody can just come and tell you this one is cheaper, therefore let's buy it. No, even though it's cheaper and it will cost less amount of money to maintain, but the total life costing is way too high. Sorry, that's 59 what again? 59
325
plus
25
plus 25. And that will give you 84,325. So which one is better? 84,325. So yeah, so the answers are there. The answer is D. So what they say there is that the energy efficient one will cost 69,551, and the compressed air, the standard compressor air, the standard air compressor will cost 84,325. So this is how you make investment decision, and this is how you advise your client. Okay.
Very nice.
Sorry?
I said very nice.
Okay. Now, let me, as I said before, this is...
Go back to that.
This is just tied to energy, but I bet you can apply it to any life scenario. Just like I said, if you're buying a car, get the data, do your calculation. you see that you know which car is better for you. Now, why are we doing this? If you go to my Excel, go to case study 1. Can we go to case study 1? Case study 1. Here. Can you open here? Everybody open here. Are you with me? If you are here now, say yes. Just type yes in the chat box. Let me be sure. Open the go to the first sheet in the Excel. Are we together? Hello, hello. Are you there? I need feedback, please. I need feedback so that I can continue.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, where do we say to get this WR? Wants to go to.
Do you have that Excel called energy calculation template?
Yes.
That's what we're working with. Just go to the first sheet. Go to the first sheet. Case study 1. Just go back. Go back.
Yes, okay. I should click case study A.
A1. Case study
A1. I should click on it.
Yeah, click on it.
I should click on it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you there? Okay. Now, in real life, you'll be coming across this kind of sheets in any energy auditing template. It will always come in this form. Yesterday, somebody asked me a question that's very pertinent. He said, how do we come about 18,600 and something as energy savings? So now I want to explain to you, because what I have done so far is to take you through the basics, through the rudiments, through the first principles, through the basics. Now, I want to show you how these things will come in real life.
Okay.
It will come in form of a cash flow analysis. So if you see a table like this, you don't have to be confused. How did they get all these things? No.
Should be some water. They're not talking.
You now told them that they have to go for LED or super LED, or in this case LED. And those LED, they will also need 5,000 pieces of it. The old lamp will cost $4 each. And to install it will cost $3. The total cost will be 35,000. But the new LED you want to replace will cost 20,000 each. It will cost it will also cost money to remove them. So that can also be seen as cost. So, is it understood? We're replacing 5,000 lamps, and the total cost of the lamp is 120,000. It will cost us 1,020. This is how we came about 120,000 is by the cost of the lamp and the cost of installation, and maybe the cost of a contractor, cost of a porter. All I know is that at the end of the day, we are going to spend $120,000. So you come now. How do we generate? Remember, our idea is how do we get our energy savings? The cost of per kilowatt of energy is 0.073. If you want to know if I'm right, how much is each 1 euro? 1 euro is about 600 naira today. So if I say 0.073 times 600, 43 naira. Can I ask you, how much are you paying for electricity? Is it not 40 something naira?
Yes.
It's the same thing. So it's the same thing. So if we are working with naira, it means I will just replace this with 43 naira or 49 naira for commercial. Now, there could be what we call factor. This factor is 1, so you just ignore it. But this factor could mean, if you look at ADC, there's sometimes they use some factor based on your level of consumption. There are some mathematics they do. Sometimes, if you're a bulk consumer and you didn't meet up with certain consumption, they will charge you. But all those things, just call it a factor of safety or factor of reduction. You put it here. Now, for the present system, we are talking about 5,000 bulbs, and each of those bulbs are fluorescent bulb. Remember, those are our T8 fluorescent bulb. The wattage is 36 watts. So 36 times, 36 watts for each bulb multiplied by 5,000 units of them. We give you 180,000 watts. If you convert it to kilowatts, which is divided by 1,000, you get it in kilowatts. That will give you 180 watts. So that's how it came about 180 kilowatts. Now, in a year, we have 24 hours in a day. And in a year, we have 365 days. So total number of hours.
Sorry, Uche, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
So did you embed these formulas, because you have a lot?
Yes, they are there, sir. Look at it. Click here now. It will. Okay.
No, but it's not embedded.
Oh no, some of them are embedded. These ones are from here. It start getting embedded. Here is easy. That's why I demonstrate it here for you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I demonstrate how you came about 180. 180 is 5,000 units multiplied by the wattage of each. Okay, this is the type and this is the wattage. Are you with me, sir? So
yes, okay.
let me help with that also. This one is 36 watts. Okay, and this one is energy saving is 5 watts. It makes sense, okay? It makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the total number of hours possible in a year is 8,767. But is there any of us in this country that have 24 hours lights?
No.
I thought you would say yes.
Maybe at Abuja.
For where? So this is for Wahala Deo. So there are many ways to come about this. Number one is how many hours do you use the light in a day? You can also say if it's a light that you off in the night, or okay, let's say some of our external lights we normally on it in the night. So you can use 8 hours. Am I correct? You can use 8 hours. You can use what do you call it? 6 hours. So in this case now, let's say if we're using 8 hours of light in a day, it will be 8 times 365. I mean 365. Are you getting me? It will give you something close to it. And you now put some reduction factor. But let's just assume 2,800 hours per day, per year. Am I correct?
Yeah.
If it's 8 hours, okay, how about if it's 7 hours? Let me check 7 hours of lighting. No. So in between 7 hours, it's 8 hours. So this is for 8 hours. How about 7.5? They just leave it at 2,800, okay? That's 8 hours of lighting. Am I correct? So it will be on for 8 hours in a day. So it means in a year, your total energy consumption is now this multiplied by this. Am I right?
Kilowatt times hour.
Thank you. Thank you. So that will give you kilowatt hour. And that is what you pay for. Is it not what you pay for? Good.
That's correct.
Good. So if you multiply it by the cost, it will give you 36,000 euro per year. So this multiplied by this will give you this. So if you go here, you see that this is D13 multiplied by D8. It will give you the cost of electricity. Are we okay?
Yeah.
At this point, good.
Yeah.
So this is total electric energy cost based on the old system, based on the former system, the default system.
Yes.
Now you now say you're going to replace them with
energy saving bulb.
Energy saving bulbs. So the new energy saving bulb is 5 watts. So the total wattage will now be 5 multiplied by 5,000 pieces, and that will give you oh, sorry. The new energy saving bulb is 18 watts. Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
18 watts, please. Sorry. There's no way 5 watts will give you. So, please mute yourself. Mute yourself, please. So 18 watts. So 18 watts multiplied by 5,000. That will give you 90,000 watts. If you divide by 1,000, it will give you 90 kilowatts. Am I correct?
Yes.
Good. And the same hour, operating hour, will be 2,800.
Yes.
Therefore, the electricity consumption will be 2,500 kilowatts per year in terms of energy consumption.
Yes.
If you now multiply by the cost per unit, it will give you
18,000.
Thank you. Therefore, your energy saving will be what?
36 minus 18.
God bless you, sir. I love that. And in terms of percentage, that will give you this.
50%.
And that is like 50%. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Common sense will tell you that when you replace 36 watts with 18 watts, what are you going to get, sir?
Savings.
How much savings?
That is
50% savings.
For lighting.
36 old light.
Yeah.
18 watts. So that's like half now. 18 times 2 is 36.
Yes. So.
Okay. So you now see how we got the 18. So this is now the 18. So from this 18 now, we now go over to our normal, what we have been doing in the last 2 days.
Yes.
Is it worth investing?
Yes. It's worth investment.
So to calculate that now, we'll now go to our energy costs now. So let's go and solve it. Let me use the energy this thing.
Okay.
Solve it. 396. And the proposal they brought to us says we need to spend 120,000. Okay. Interest. Interest is
Sorry, there's a lot of humming noise. You can mute your.
I'll mute it. Yeah, the interest is 10%, and the lifespan is 15 years. Interest is 15%. No, interest is 10%, and the lifespan is 15 years. Okay, are we together? Therefore, let us find the present worth of that, of this. We're going to find the present worth of the savings. Okay, is what? What is the present worth of the savings? The present worth is now the saving itself multiplied by the P over A. We're doing capital recovery into 10, 15. So P is equal to 18,396 multiply 15% at 10 years is what? Interest table. Go to your interest table. Go to interest table 15 years. So give me the factor. Give me the factor. Let's continue. Okay. So has somebody done it? So 15%. 15%, 10 years. I'm looking for P given A is 5.019. Okay. So 5.019. So 5.019 multiplied by 18.96 92,329. Okay. So that would be 2. So it means that the net present value will now be, already, some of us already know the answer, that the investment is not, it's not valuable because the savings we are saving and the amount of investment they say we should, the amount of money they say we should break, they are not minus 120.
Sorry, how did we get 5.019? we not looking for 15 years?
No, it's 15%. It's 10 years, sir. 10 years. 10 years.
Is it from 15 to 10?
No, let's go back to the question. See, the lifespan is 15 years, sir.
Lifespan is 15 years, okay. And the percentage is 10%.
Yes. So we are wrong. We are wrong then.
Oh, yeah, is it not present what we are looking for? Given
We are wrong, sir. We are sorry, we are wrong. So this is it. So this is the right table. We use the wrong table.
7.606 is what.
Thank you. Yeah. 7.606. You're right. You're right. Perfectly right.
Thank you very much.
Call it again, sir. 7.6. 7.6.
And the present what factor, because we are looking for P given A.
Yeah.
That's
so what's the value now?
7.606.
Okay. 606, yeah. 7.606 times 18.96. 139,000.
39,919.976.
So the project is good, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So the project 139,919. So it has a positive net present value. 19,000. So we are saving 19,000, almost 20,000. So, gentlemen, the project is not just good because the MPV is positive, but it also has a very appreciable MPV. So when you see stuff like this, there's a tendency for you to feel, where do I start from? But look at it, everything is here. Okay, so all the things we have done here now are all what I just want to demonstrate. Any question? Any question?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I hear you, sir.
Like that sheet number 1. Can we print it out from the thing you sent to us?
You mean this one now? This one, the one I'm doing now?
Yes, this one we are working from now. That says, you say Excel sheet number 1. Is there any place we can print it out from?
Let me save it now and send it to us now.
Beautiful.
Let me save it now. I'll remove that one and put it in now. So I'll save it. I'll send it now. I'll replace it with that one.
So that it will help us in revision. Are you going to send it through email?
Watch me now. Let me send it now. No, I will save it
right.
as I'm talking to you now. I'm sending you this now.
Okay.
So if I send it now, I'll let you know. Watch me now. Let me go to the chat box. So everybody should go to chat box now and get ready for it. I'll also update it. I'll try to update it on the Google Drive also.
Okay, it's not going to be through email.
No, you're having it now.
Okay.
Go and load it now.
Chat box.
Go to chat box. Let me upload it. Let me remove this one.
So that is to say, if we go to that link,
yeah.
By that we go to that link,
Watch me, watch what I'm doing. I'm putting it now so that you believe I've put it.
Okay.
And someone should verify that it's there now. Look, even at the Google Drive. It's on the Google Drive now.
Oh, no, I've not seen it.
Refresh your screen. Refresh your screen. I'll put it there now. So you will have access to it. So you have five files. You have 5 files there. And then the solution for today, let me put it here too. Yeah, this is it. This one I solved it also. I solved it somewhere, so let me just save it and convert it to PDF and replace it with the one that is there. Let me export it as PDF and upload it in the Google Drive also. Good. Yes, replace. So it's replacing now. So I've updated all the materials in the Google Drive to these corrections and these solutions will now reflect there.
So all we do, sorry, sir.
All you do in the next 2 minutes now, just go back to the Google Drive, download the new one.
That is file stroke. The link.
Webinar 8. Just hold on. Webinar 8, I'm deleting webinar 8 now to replace it. Webinar 8 has been deleted. So I'm replacing webinar 8 now with the latest. Webinar 8 is being replaced now. So delete the webinar 8 I sent to your email and download the new one, or just download the new one, you override it.
Okay.
It's been done.
All right, thank you.
So I don't know if there's any other question.
Yeah, which question for? So how about the calculation? Is it still going to be the same template? Because I don't know the difference between the old and the new now.
What calculation, sir? I have updated the calculation, sir. The calculation is in the webinar 8. The old webinar 8 you have, delete it and download the new one.
Okay. But how about the energy calculation template? Did you put a new one?
I've deleted the old one and I've uploaded the new one. Just check it out.
Okay, all right.
So what I have done basically is to introduce us to what we should know. What is your call to improve in all these things? So all we need to do now is to go and take your time, gentlemen. Tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday. Don't give this thing too much time. Okay, tomorrow Chima will be with us. So we see how it's going to be a theoretical class, maybe 1 or 2 calculations. But after that, give yourself a week and go through these things in your free time. One mistake people normally do when they come for training that is to assume that you know it all. I've understood it. It's very sweet. It's very interesting. Therefore, I know it. No, if you go through it the second time, you have a better mastery of it. I'm speaking from experience.
That's true.
So if you go through it the second time, you have a complete mastery of it. So I personally want to appeal to us that next week, tell yourself next week will be to understand, because the idea of this thing is that if you want to write any professional course that has to do with engineering, you're going to need this. By the way, we all met this in our school days, but in terms of formulas, now it's a real thing. And once you understand the basics, you solve like 5 questions on your own. Then no matter how the question comes, all you need to do is to package them, put them into one pack or break down work structures. Bring them down into the smallest work package, whether it's inflow or outflow, whether you're looking for the present value, you're looking for the annuity, you're looking for the future value. We didn't do much about future value because in energy, we don't know the worth of the energy after the lifespan. For some projects, after the lifespan, the project will still be worth something good. So in that case, you start making use of finding F, finding A. Okay? So, but I've showed us how to find everything, and the PowerPoint slide is well loaded. Just go through them, you grasp everything. So then if you didn't register formally on the Google link, on the Zoom link, please try and do that, because I'm going to extract your name there for your certificate. Okay? Or alternatively, you can do me a favor by testing me your name through WhatsApp. I think I have some of our names already, but if you have registered through the Google link, Zoom link, I'll capture your name so that by next week, let me see if I can send us our soft copy of our certificate. So that is that. The idea of it is that when we are doing another training, or when you're ready to write the exam, or when you're ready, you can use some of these trainings we have done to kind of admit you to free courses, free refresher courses. Even though the organizers of the course will still want to mandate you to go through another 1 week of intensive crash course. And that's part of the money you're paying. And that's why the thing is very expensive. It's about $1,200 or so. Because they want you to also pay for another crash course. So that is that. But then the knowledge is also something you can also use in everyday life. So any question before I close the meeting?
Tomorrow lecture is 3 p.m.
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay.
3. Please, I know that it's weekend. Some of us might be busy and engaged. I'll make sure we close very early, maybe by 5. I'll talk with you now. So, if not for the purpose of 1 or 2 calculations, I would have said let him send you the materials and we'll read. But it will also be good for him to explain some basic things for us. And I'll ask him to reach. Let him just do it crash so that we can enjoy our weekend.
Sorry, Engineer.
Have you gone through it? Yes, sir.
Please, I'm still on this Google Drive stuff.
Okay.
What you uploaded, you have the calculations on it. I can't find it. Is it that it's still the old one I still have? Or
you still have the old one, sir? Go back to the link and download, delete the one you have, and re-download the one I have updated, sir.
Okay, on the chat, and the link is on the chat.
No. Yeah, that one, that's the link here. No, the link is the folder. Yes, it's the folder. I can do that again. Let me do that again. Let me redo it again.
Okay.
Let me redo it again. On the chat. Yeah, there you go. So, gentlemen, let me leave us now so that we can enjoy our evening.
Question from you, Chair.
Okay, sir.
So in the learning objective we got topics like profitability analysis and cost benefit analysis.
Yes.
So can we say we have covered that in what we've done so far?
Yeah, tomorrow Chima will touch on those. Then time did not allow us. There's a particular Excel sheet that I've included. I thought that I could touch them. So some of those topics are all there. Is it on Google Drive? Let me show you. Go to our Google Drive, there's a sheet called cost engineering. Okay? And it touched on some of those things. Unfortunately, I couldn't meet them, but I'll talk to Chima tomorrow, and we will put.
I can't find. I found cost practice sheet. Is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same, sir. Yeah, cost practice sheet. Yes.
Okay. So what's your availability if someone wants to?
When you say profitability analysis, sir, I think that's what we're doing all this while. We've been looking at the next. What I didn't touch is the payback period. Payback period is just the savings. Like the payback period didn't come, but it's so simple. Payback period is simply the cost of investment over the lifespan. The cost of investment over the savings. That will give you the payback period. Did you get it? For instance, this project now, the payback period of this project now, which is the discounted payback period, the DPP, call it discounted because it's a discounted of this project now, is 120 divided by 18,396. That's the payback period, the discounted payback period. No, it's not. That's the simple payback period. This is simple payback period because there's no time value of money in charge involved. But by the time we include the time value of money, it becomes discounted. So this is 120 divided by 18,396. 6.5 years. 6.5 years. That's the payback period of this project. Are we together? If you go to that Excel, it's also somewhere there in that Excel. Let me just show you. In that Excel sheet you have, it's also there. We didn't have time to. Okay. This is the Excel. If you go to the extreme right, look at here. Can you see it, sir?
Oh, you're not showing it. You're not displaying.
Sorry. Here's it. You see it?
So which tab is that?
That's case one, case A1.
Case one. Okay, all right. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
But if you read the theory, you will understand. You were here yesterday when we started.
Yes.
I mentioned them and their formulas. They're all there. So by the time you do all this calculation, you now pick the values and start to do your computations.
Right. Okay. So what's your availability if somebody wants to run maybe some practical case with you?
No, I'm available. Just check me up, sir. I'm free, sir. I'm a freelance consultant.
All right. Okay.
Anytime. Thank you. So, gentlemen, let me not overstretch us. We've really tried. We've overshoot by 30 minutes. I want to appreciate everyone for coming. Tomorrow by 3, Chima will be around to take us on. So I
thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.